Hey, this is Robin coming at you for Secure Mindset. Thank you for listening in again. Secure Mindset, the channel and podcast for protection professionals, from security to medical to rescue to law enforcement. All protection professionals are here. Welcome to discuss and listen to anything that is mattering protection, even cyber. Secure Mindset, where we think before we protect. Today, we are going into one of my more favorite topics. For some of you, you might guess it already. It's ethics. Morals and ethics. A topic that we protection professionals can't go without. Morals and ethics are the base, if you followed or listened to one of the earlier podcasts. And often I get inspired by certain things I run into while doing my job. So at this job site where I just came from and decided to put this inspiration into something that we all can learn from, is that one of my supervisors asked me what I thought in my mind was a probable danger to assets that were on site, because I didn't have the right, let's mention it, tools to finish off the job. And basically the question was to not do something. With that in mind, my rebel side came up and said to me like, hey, Robin, listen. If you do what the supervisor tells you to do right now, then the potential assets on your job site are going to be at risk. And somebody needs to be held responsible if Murphy decides to come in with a bat and ruin everything just on the day that you decided like, nah, maybe I am taking not my own thinking and using my own intuition on this. Because Murphy has been coming at me all day this time. I was like, nah, I'm going to be ahead of him and don't let him get the chance to steal potential assets if something goes wrong. And then somebody needs to be held accountable. In that case, that would have been my supervisor if he made that call to and had steadfast to like, no, you should do what I told you to do. So he made a right call as well. But like my inner rebel came up like, this is not good. You should not do that. You need to protect your assets and you have a code of ethics that you need to be inclining to. So I followed that. And even we had a conversation like, hey, it's probably a good idea, just do what the tools needed to be done. But yet again, that could have caused a big vulnerability in our security. I made the decision to call him, say, it's probably a good idea if I take the tool home and bring it back tomorrow so we can protect the assets. Because I don't feel comfortable with leaving the tool here, potentially exposing or creating a security vulnerability there. And he said, okay, that's cool. So he made the right call as well. So with that intro out of the way, I do want to get to the core. Yeah, get to the core of the story already, Robin. Yeah. Okay. Got it. What you need to follow to be ethical at times is your inner rebel. As protection professionals, we need to listen to that rebel and go against the stream, because that might protect some assets or somebody's freedom or somebody's mindset. Even if somebody else says like, hey, no, that's not a good thing. You shouldn't do that. I told you so to do what I told you to do. And according to a proper code and moral ethics, if that says no, I'm not going to do that, then you should not do that. Because, like I mentioned, one of the earlier, I told you so, sincerely, your intuition. And you should go by that, anytime, any day, especially if your code of ethics says, hey, bad idea. Don't do that. That's why I love, like Jordan Peter says, like, everybody needs their inner monster. Because we need to deploy that monster at times to like, hey, no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to stand fast with my ideals and my beliefs on this. Because I think it's of value to protect our assets on site here, even though you say otherwise. And even if it's probably an order, you can ignore that and go with your own moral set of ethics. Now, of course, both sides will have implications. And it's a decision. But again, coming back to one of the earlier podcasts, a good set of moral ethics and an ethical code helps you to make good decisions. On that high note, secure mindset, out, protection, rescue, and lifestyle. I'll speak to you next time. Cheers. Oh, and don't forget to think before you protect.